Hi, my name is Jared, the founder and primary consultant at Maddox Flows, a Zapier solutions partner. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to use Zapier to connect our CRM with Facebook's Conversions API to optimize our ads. So where we're going to start is in Meta's Events Manager. We're going to go ahead and create a new pixel that's going to be specific to our CRM. I like to add the CRM name in there just so I can really easily identify which one it is. The next step will be to go into Zapier and build a Zap. Now in this example, we're going to be using Pipedrive as our CRM, and we're going to build a very simple Zap. Depending on your business and use case, this can get sophisticated, but I think at this point, if this is brand new to you, this is a great place to start. We're going to start by identifying our trigger, which in this case is going to be Pipedrive whenever a deal stage is updated within our CRM. And what that's going to then trigger is we're going to look up the person, because in this example, we are saving all of the individual Facebook click ID, email, phone number, all of this information that we're going to send back to Meta that's saved on the person's contact record. So whenever a deal stage is triggered or deal stage change is triggered, that's then going to look up the individual, gather all of that data, and then we're going to send that back to Meta. So that's kind of a high level overview. Now let's kind of double check this Facebook conversions and we'll take a look over here. So we have the business account set. We have our data set as Maddox Flows CRM. We have the stage change time, which is going to give the timestamp to Meta to know at what time this event happened. Then we're going to put the stage name in there as well as the CRM that we're using. And then we're going to send as much customer data back as we can. Now, not every customer is essentially going to have all of this information all of the time, but we want to just make sure that we are providing as much as we possibly can. So if you're just getting started and all you can provide is email and phone number, it's a great place to start. And then you could potentially work with a Zapier solutions partner to kind of work on getting the lead ID or the click ID. So once this data is being sent back to Meta, we're going to go ahead and retest this. And we'll see that this event successfully sent back to Meta. Now that event is being sent back to Meta, now let's take a look at what it looks like in Meta when we go ahead and configure the rest of the Conversions API. Once you've set up your Zap, it usually can take between 7 to 10 business days before Meta's events manager is going to be able to recognize all the different funnel events that are being sent. A lot of it's going to be dependent on how many events you're setting, the frequency of those, all kinds of stuff. So usually I wait between 7 to 10 business days, and then we'd be able to go back into our Meta events manager and we'll be able to see what we're gonna work on here. Now in this particular screenshot, just because I grabbed a screenshot because it's gonna be a little bit tricky to build all this out, but what we're gonna go ahead and do is it's gonna basically use AI to say, hey, this is the funnel events that we are seeing, but we want you to go ahead and take a chance to confirm that. So first we want to be able to make sure there's a nice steady flow of events happening. We want to make sure that we have our event is, connected and the events are firing properly. We want to make sure we have a good match rate. Again, the more data that we send to Meta, the higher the match rate. So the more consistent we are at having click ID, having lead ID, that type of information when we built our Zap, that's going to help increase our match rate. Now, once we have enough data and Meta is able to say, hey, these are the funnel stages that we've identified, then what we're going to do is we're going to go and verify that information with Meta. So it's going to say, hey, let's go ahead and configure your funnel stages. Tell us which events are positive stages. So based off of how you have your funnel configured in your CRM, we're then going to determine, hey, adding to cart, that's a positive signal. Marketing qualified lead, proposal created, right? That's going to be very dependent on your specific business. What we want to avoid is we don't want to put stages in there that are not necessarily positive signals of the deal or lead becoming more qualified. So think about that when you're looking to optimize this. Make sure that you're looking at your funnel, the stages that you have in there, and you're only including the ones that are kind of a linear step towards a sale or a purchase. We really want to use that funnel metric, that kind of funnel shape to really show to Meta when somebody hits this event, that is our end goal. It's exactly what we're looking for, because that's going to allow Meta to better optimize your ads. I hope this video was helpful and you were able to build a Zap to connect your CRM with Meta's Conversions API. I know when I create Zaps, I feel like a total wizard. So hopefully this was helpful and you were able to feel like a wizard doing something that is really fun. Zapier has so much potential, and being able to pair Meta and Zapier together is just so much fun. So feel free to send us a message if you have any questions, or if you have any comments about the process and how that works. Feel free to let us know. Till next time.